wireless parking sensor system. It's anything to protect yourself when you're driving in reverse. I think right now it's about every 1.6 seconds there's a backup accident in America. Actually, every week 2 kids are actually being killed by being run over. So rear view driving, you don't think about it too much unless you work for my company, right? Because this is what we do, is huge because a lot of accidents happen. In reverse, you have your full-on 150 to 170 degree angle rear view behind you. If you get a cell phone call, Lewis can call it. You're going to get caller ID and Bluetooth coming on the screen. You can turn it off for Bluetooth. You don't have to use it, but it's Bluetooth capable. Most of the products in our line, we do not recommend do it yourself because it does require that electrical 12-volt install. We recommend you go to a store, a retail franchise, a mobile electronics expert. That's how we work. If you find somebody a little bit crafty with electrical circuitry, they could take it upon themselves and give it a go. We have one system in our line that we call the Hitchcam that is entirely plug and play. There is no hardwire. You're just powering with a 7-pin connector. That's probably the closest thing we have to a do-it-yourself product.
And what does the Hitchcam do?
Exactly everything that you see here at the table, it's just fits into your domestic hitch receiver, and the camera is housed in kind of a rectangular little shaped unit that slides right in, and it's plug and play, no hard wiring involved.
Okay, and how does it communicate with the camera?
It communicates through the video cable that is routed through the headliner of the car, and it plugs right into the monitor, the clip-on mirror, the Bluetooth mirror, or you can also interface it in an existing navigation screen.
Right, and that's, how much is the Hitch camera and the whole system?
The Hitch camera, say with one of our monitors, retails for $5.99.
Okay, and that you can do it yourself?
It's the closest thing that I would say that you'd want to do. You're talking about a suggested retail of $199 for the wireless parking sensors. When you move into the camera systems, if you get yourself into what we call a universal cam with some kind of, say, a standard monitor, not with Bluetooth, but with standard, you're probably talking about $299 retail.
Right.
If you bump up and you move up into, say, a Bluetooth technology and a little fancier camera, we might be getting into $449 retail.
Right.
Then when we move into the wireless fleet product over here, the wireless safety cam, it's about $999 retail. So in regards to the wireless transmission, since we're using power line communication, we're going to come in and we're going to install, we're going to ground loop the receiver here, and of course this is where the monitor will go. And then we're going to go ahead and install the camera into the parking lights, the power harness in the vehicle parking lights, and then we're also going to install the transmitter where it will also be grounded in as well. That's how they're going to read each other. So the receiver and the transmitter will read each other and then project the image on the monitor. But again, there is no running a video cable through the vehicle.
Right, because you're using existing cable.
Exactly. You're using the existing power harness and you're also using the existing parking lights or the rear view electrical circuit. Been into Alcoa, Swift, UPS, because these companies are already spending thousands of dollars using this technology, but they're having to run this expensive video cable. They're really complicated. Wireless is actually going to save them a lot of time and a lot of money, and it's not radio frequency transmission any longer. That's what you see in the consumer, maybe like at Walmart. You might see something with radio frequency. This is actually power line communication, where you're grounding the power loop and you're creating no interference, no radio signals at all. So it's a different technology. Our experience, and we have been one of the leaders of aftermarket technology, when you're relying on a radio frequency in a wireless camera system, you are going to get interference whether you're at 2.4, at 5.8, with every internet hub, with every cell site. So it's a little bit iffy in the transmission. You certainly couldn't get transmission up to 65 feet. At best, you're probably talking about 15 feet, the length of a standard vehicle.
Right.
So because, again, we're talking about such large volume fleets, we could never go out with radio frequency. Camera cameras that we sell, besides the wireless safety cam, all are hardwired. So you are running video cable through the vehicle and you will not get any interference at all. I'm not launching a consumer product using radio frequency because I don't think it's reliable enough. And I think that when you are 100% relying on putting your car in reverse and making sure that you have a crystal image behind you, it just doesn't meet our standards yet.